Imagine being an astronaut, living and working in space. It's a dream come true for many. That's what Butch Wilmore and Sunita Williams did. They journeyed to the International Space Station, a giant laboratory orbiting Earth. They were supposed to return home in March 2024. But their ride home, Boeing's Starliner spacecraft, is facing delays. Butch and Sunita are not alone up there. They are part of a crew aboard the ISS, a symbol of international cooperation in space exploration. From conducting experiments to maintaining the station, their days are filled with important tasks. But as their return date remains uncertain, one question looms large. When will they be back on Earth? The delay is a reminder of the complexities of space travel. It's not as easy as hopping on a plane. It involves intricate technology, meticulous planning, and a constant awareness of the risks involved. For Butch and Sunita, it means their stay in space might be longer than expected, testing their resilience and adaptability in extraordinary circumstances. Boeing's Starliner was supposed to be a new safe spacecraft to transport astronauts to and from the ISS. However, Starliner has faced several hurdles. Technical glitches have caused delays, pushing back the timeline for its first crewed flights. One major issue was a problem with the spacecraft's parachutes. These are crucial for a safe landing back on Earth. Another problem involved the Starliner's thrusters, which help control its movement in space. These issues raised concerns about the spacecraft's reliability and safety for human passengers. Testing and fixing these problems takes time. Engineers and technicians are working hard to ensure that Starliner is ready for its mission. They are analyzing data, conducting simulations, and making necessary adjustments to guarantee a safe journey for the astronauts. With Starliner's delays, NASA is considering other options to bring their astronauts back home. One possibility is to turn to SpaceX, another private company that has successfully developed spacecraft for human spaceflight. SpaceX's Crew Dragon capsule has already flown astronauts to the ISS and back multiple times. SpaceX has proven to be a reliable partner for NASA, demonstrating its capabilities in human spaceflight. Their Crew Dragon spacecraft offers a tested and operational alternative for transporting astronauts. However, switching to SpaceX would require careful coordination and planning. NASA needs to assess the availability of SpaceX missions and whether they can accommodate the returning astronauts. They also need to consider the logistics of transferring the astronauts from Starliner to Crew Dragon, ensuring a smooth transition between spacecraft. Space travel is inherently risky. Astronauts face dangers from radiation, micrometeoroids, and the harsh environment of space. That's why safety is NASA's top priority. Rushing a spacecraft into service without thorough testing and verification would be irresponsible and could put astronauts' lives at risk. Delays, though frustrating, are sometimes necessary to ensure that everything is working perfectly. It's like double-checking your homework before handing it in. You want to make sure there are no mistakes. In the case of spaceflight, these checks and balances are even more critical, as they could mean the difference between life and death. The dilemma NASA faces is whether to proceed with Starliner as soon as possible or wait for SpaceX. It's a tough decision that involves weighing the urgency of bringing the astronauts home against the paramount importance of their safety. Section 5. Life aboard the ISS, a home away from home. While waiting for their ride home, Butch and Sunita continue living and working on the International Space Station. The ISS is like a giant floating laboratory and home, orbiting Earth at about 250 miles above us. It's a marvel of engineering and a testament to international collaboration, with astronauts and cosmonauts from different countries living and working together. Life on the ISS is quite different from life on Earth. There's no gravity, so everything floats. Astronauts have to adapt to simple tasks like eating, sleeping, and even using the bathroom in microgravity. They exercise regularly to maintain their bone and muscle mass, which can deteriorate in space. Despite the challenges, life on the ISS is also filled with breathtaking views and unique experiences. Astronauts get to witness stunning sunrises and sunsets every 90 minutes as they orbit Earth. They can see our planet from a perspective few humans ever get to experience, fostering a sense of awe and appreciation for the fragility of our home. Section 6. Science in Space. Busy Bees in Microgravity. Butch and Sunita, along with their fellow astronauts, spend their days conducting valuable scientific research. The ISS serves as a unique platform for experiments in various fields, including biology, physics, and medicine. In microgravity, scientists can study phenomena that are impossible to replicate on Earth. For example, they study how plants grow in space, which could have implications for future space farming and food production. They examine the behavior of fluids in weightlessness, advancing our understanding of physics and fluid dynamics. They also conduct experiments on the human body, investigating the effects of spaceflight on bone density, muscle atrophy, and cardiovascular health. These experiments contribute to a wide range of scientific advancements, benefiting not only space exploration, but also life on Earth. They push the boundaries of human knowledge and inspire future generations to pursue careers in STEM fields. Section 7. The Waiting Game. Patience for Astronauts. Being stuck in space longer than expected requires immense patience and resilience from the astronauts. Imagine being away from your loved ones, your favorite foods, and the comforts of home for an extended period. It's a testament to their mental and emotional strength that they can adapt and thrive in such an extraordinary environment. To cope with the isolation and confinement, astronauts have various activities and resources available to them. They can connect with family and friends back home through video calls and emails, staying in touch with their loved ones despite the distance. They also have access to a library of books, movies, and music for entertainment and relaxation. Some astronauts even enjoy playing musical instruments or engaging in artistic pursuits during their free time, finding creative outlets to express themselves and cope with the unique challenges of spaceflight. Section 8. The Final Countdown. Safety First. As Butch and Sunita await their return date, NASA faces a crucial decision. Should they proceed with Starliner as soon as possible, accepting the risks associated with a spacecraft that's still undergoing testing? Or should they wait for SpaceX, knowing that this will prolong the astronauts' stay in space? It's a complex dilemma that involves weighing multiple factors, including the technical readiness of Starliner, the availability of SpaceX missions, and the well-being of the astronauts. Ultimately, NASA's decision will prioritize the safety of their crew above all else. The situation highlights the inherent challenges and risks of space exploration. It reminds us that space travel is not routine, and that every mission requires meticulous planning, rigorous testing, and a deep commitment to safety. As we venture further into the cosmos, we must always remember that the lives of our astronauts are paramount.